Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's update, we turn to a rapidly developing and tense situation in the Middle East. Israel has placed its military forces on the highest state of readiness, preparing for what leaders are calling a sudden war. This comes as a U.S. warship has moved dangerously close to Iranian waters, sparking concerns that the standoff could tip into direct confrontation. At the same time, reports indicate that Washington is offering a potential deal to Tehran in a bid to cool the situation. These developments are not isolated. They're part of a wider regional power play involving military maneuvers, political signaling, and strategic calculations on all sides. On the surface, this is a clear and deliberate display of strength. Israeli troops have been mobilizing visibly, armored vehicles are on the move, and live drills are taking place in sensitive areas near borders. The movement of the U.S. warship near Iranian territory is equally intentional, sending a strong message of presence and deterrence. Both Israel and the United States are showing that they are not only ready for a conflict, but are willing to demonstrate that readiness publicly. Such actions are often as much about shaping perception as they are about preparing for actual combat. Behind the scenes, the situation is being managed with intense focus. Israeli military commanders are refining rapid deployment orders and making sure high-readiness units are in position to respond within minutes if needed. Intelligence flows are being closely monitored, and political leaders are making calculated decisions on how far to escalate. In Tehran, the leadership is considering its options, whether to respond with force, engage in indirect pushback, or take the diplomatic path offered by the U.S. deal. Every choice carries potential benefits and significant risks. When it comes to capability, both Israel and the United States are demonstrating top performance. Israel's missile defense systems have been activated, aerial patrols are increasing, and special forces are conducting readiness exercises. These moves are designed to ensure that in the event of sudden conflict, response times are minimal and precision is maximized. The U.S. warship, positioned within striking range, brings advanced radar, long-range missile launchers, and strong air defense systems. It's not just a symbolic presence, it's a fully functional combat platform, capable of engaging threats almost instantly. Iran, for its part, is not standing still. Coastal defenses are being reinforced, missile units are on standby, and surveillance operations are active, making any potential strike costly for attackers. Despite the heavy military activity, efforts are still underway to prevent open conflict. Crisis hotlines between military officials, discreet diplomatic channels, and the U.S. proposal to Tehran act as safety valves. These mechanisms are designed to allow both sides to pull back without losing credibility. They may not eliminate the tension, but they can slow its escalation and create openings for negotiation. In high-risk environments like this, even small windows for diplomacy can make the difference between uneasy peace and war. What makes this situation unique is the combination of hard power and soft engagement. Israel's public mobilization serves as a deterrent, showing readiness and capability. The U.S. involvement adds another layer of weight, signaling that any aggression against Israel could trigger a much larger conflict. Yet alongside these moves, the offer to Iran is a reminder that there is still a path forward that doesn't involve open warfare. This dual approach allows for maximum pressure while keeping a door open for resolution. The cost of this strategy, however, is significant. For Israel, maintaining such a high state of alert consumes resources, strains personnel, and risks accidental incidents that could spark a larger conflict. For the United States, placing military assets in such a sensitive zone increases the possibility of being drawn directly into a regional war. For Iran, accepting or rejecting the U.S. offer will have long-term consequences for its strategic position, both regionally and globally. Each side is weighing these costs against the potential gains of holding firm or backing down. As the situation unfolds, The balance between military preparedness and diplomatic outreach will be critical. The visible actions show power and capability. The unseen strategies reveal calculated moves, and the performance of both sides demonstrates that no one is underestimating the stakes. The measures in place to prevent escalation are still holding, but the situation remains volatile. Whether this moment becomes the lead-up to a war or a turning point toward negotiation will depend on the next moves taken in the coming days. The world will be watching closely because in this kind of high-pressure environment, the shift from tense standoff to open conflict can happen in an instant.